Hi everyone, Paul down here at CCRV. With a real good opportunity here. We're going to introduce you to one of our customers, Bob, that has had a fifth wheel from us since about 2015. And I think he's done something like 26 countries, and he's kindly come up to do an interview, show us some of his modifications he's done to his unit. Sadly, he's had to give up fifth wheeling for various reasons. So we're going to go through his unit, and he's going to talk about different countries and where he's been, his experiences. And we're probably going to do about 5 or 6 videos in this series. Right, we're on Bob. Right, here's our friend Bob. He's going to introduce us and show us all to what we've done around the unit and the modifications that he's done. The unit he's got is a Rockwood 2650 WS. Right, how many miles do you think you've done, Bob?
60,000.
In this?
Yeah.
60,000 miles. I don't know how he's done it, but he's done it. Right, let's just have a look at the modifications that he's done.
Well, the first obvious one is 2 spare wheels. I had a puncture in Latvia. Do you know how far Latvia is away from England?
Yeah,
so I had a spare tyre, didn't have to worry about it.
Yeah, so you put 2 on there.
Extra lights. I've put them on because a lot of people don't seem to realise you're actually stopping, including a high level light.
Yeah.
Powerful reversing lights. In the dark, if you've got to reverse up, you've got to be able to see what you're doing.
Yeah, good idea. What about the extra licence
Now,
plate?
that's for Spain and Ireland. You have to apply to the DVLA with all the information, and they give you back a number plate and a logbook for the caravan.
Okay, so that's a trailer licence, is it? Yeah. And
yeah.
Probably we can do that down here at CCRV, do the necessary paperwork for that and get that done for you. But the main modifications Bob's done is these additional lights and a couple of spare wheels. Another little thing he's done is some pipes underneath, which we'll show you.
One of the problems I've found is that when you're miles away at some places, you just cannot get to the sewer outlet. And so in there, I've got a total of 90 feet of sewer pipe.
Yeah, well, yeah, maybe a tad over the top.
I've used them all, Paul, believe in me.
Yeah, they look like a really good
they slide in,
addition.
They slide out.
Really good addition.
With this side in, of course.
Yeah. But if Dave pans around the unit, you can see the condition of it. It's amazing for the miles it's done. I say this has travelled throughout Europe over the years.
I just take it to the local car wash, hand car wash.
Oh, dear?
Yeah.
And don't do it yourself?
Yeah, the first time they charged me 20 quid, and it took 3 blokes an hour. After that, they charged me 60 quid.
Right, we're sitting comfortable now in the unit. We've got Bob sat there and we're going to ask him a few questions. So Bob, what made you decide to buy a fifth wheel?
At 70 years of age, in a tent, and getting up in the middle of the night.
Yeah, a bit cold.
It's a bit and uncomfortable. And I thought, my bones are aching a bit. I want something a bit more comfortable with a proper bed.
Yeah.
A real size proper bed.
Yeah.
Not some of these horrible beds in caravans.
Yeah.
I'd seen a fifth wheel in Canada a long time ago.
Yeah.
And I thought, what a good idea.
Yeah.
And then I started looking in research, and I looked at Calder Leisure. They weren't what I wanted.
Yeah.
And I came to you, and I thought, yeah, I like the setup here. It's friendly.
Yeah.
I like the guy. I like the people who he's got employed for him. And I thought, this is somewhere I want to invest my money.
Yeah. And you like the quality of the units?
Yeah.
Because the Rockwoods are double glazed.
Yeah.
Fully insulated.
Nothing's perfect. But it's a compromise between how much you want to pay.
Yeah.
And how much it weighs.
But you're quite happy with with your rig that you bought.
Well, it's done 60,000 miles.
Yeah.
It's still in one piece.
Well, that is a testament to the quality. Okay, Bob, so give us a clue on your first trip. What was your first trip?
Well, the first trip was from England into France, through France, into Spain, through Spain, and into Portugal.
Into Portugal. Okay, brilliant. Right, I'll hand over to you and you just talk us through the journey.
Well, prefer the Channel Tunnel, because Jacqueline doesn't like boats.
Oh, right, that's the train, yeah?
Yeah. Very simple. You don't go in with the cars because they're double decked. Yeah. So you go in with the motorhomes, caravans, and coaches.
And not the freight.
Not the freight. Freight is totally separate.
Right. Okay.
It's only just over half an hour, and you're out the other end.
Yeah.
So it's through the Channel Tunnel. From there, spend a night very near Calais. So we stopped through France, just north of Bordeaux,
Yeah.
just on one of their airs.
Oh, wild camping?
Yeah, wild camping, lots of that. We do lots of that, or did. And then it was through into Spain, into Zarutes, and there's a campsite open 365 days a year,
Yeah.
up above the town you look down.
Yeah.
And we spent a couple of days there.
A nice campsite, or?
Yeah, small.
Yeah.
Fell over. So one time we went there, it was so muddy. They said, "Don't go on the grass. Stay on the road."
Okay, so that's one of those, short ones to be,
yeah. And the very helpful people. Nice restaurant.
Yeah.
We explored the town and some of the countryside around for a couple of days, and then we moved on further south to Casares, or Caceres as we would call it. That again is a nice campsite where you have a separate hut outside with your own bathroom.
Okay,
for you,
yeah, that's a different one, yeah. We will get Steve to actually try and pinpoint these campsites and the route in the video.
Then from there, Casares was down to Seville, basically, turn right on the motorways and into Portugal, where you have to stop and register your number plate.
Did you stay in Spain?
Casares is
Casares, sorry, my geography ain't up to much these days.
You're trying to catch me out, aren't you? So then it's through, as it was our first trip, I kept it reasonably simple on the roads.
Yeah.
So mainly took the autoroutes.
Yeah.
But the important thing is most of the autoroutes, they will charge you class 4, which is the same as the biggest trucks.
Oh, okay.
So you press the button for help.
Yeah.
And you say, class 2 camping car, s'il vous plaît.
Yeah.
And they say, oh yeah. And the price halves.
Oh, it's cheap. Oh,
fabulous.
Yeah. That's
Less
a
than
good
half.
tip.
Just under half.
Yeah.
Because that's a normal car and caravan.
Yeah.
But because these are so big and with 4 axles with the pickup truck, it falls it.
Yeah. Right, Bob, we've gone through France and Spain and now we're heading into Portugal. All right, so if you just run us through whereabouts roughly you stayed in Portugal.
Well, we spent one night right at the far end, as far as you can go. I've forgotten the name of the place now. We've gone camped there for one night, and it's right at the west end. And gradually we worked our way back through several campsites.
Yeah.
Met some people, some we've seen before.
And what area was this in?
This is all in the Algarve.
In the Algarve, so you just popped over from Spain into the Algarve and you enjoyed a few camps. So how long did you roughly stay in Portugal?
2 weeks.
2 weeks,
Yeah.
okay.
I was looking at a week going down and a week coming back.
Yeah, and
a
2
month
weeks.
trip,
Oh,
which is enough for the first time, because we didn't forget anything. But if you do, you have to do without it or buy it.
Or buy it, yeah.
So we thought a month would be a first time for a first trip,
Yeah, yeah.
rather than say our last trip was 2.5 months.
Yeah, good idea. So your first trip was a month and you took in 3 countries, but mainly you were doing a lot of driving just to get used to the unit and
That's right.
plan the
Keep
next
things
trip.
simple
Yeah.
and easy. You don't want to drive, say, through the centre of London on your first day of having one of these, would you?
No, definitely not. So you found Portugal a nice place?
Yeah.
Which would you say, you didn't camp at France and Spain, but Portugal, you found that a nice place?
Well, I've stayed in France before when I was younger, many times.
Yeah.
But I think that all the countries there are quite nice. They're each slightly different.
Yeah.
Never mind the language, but the people are nice.
Yeah, good.
Like
So
everywhere else, provided you go with a smile on your face, they greet you with a smile.
So then you headed from Portugal up
back the way we came,
and back on the tunnel,
Yeah.
and back home.
Yeah.
Okay, so to conclude, that was Bob's first trip. As I say, he's just bought his unit, so he thought he'd do a month. And Bob does like driving. I think I'd have stayed at a few other places, but he enjoyed it. It was a safe trip. The unit performed well. Everything went to plan. So in our next episode, we're going to be going to Montenegro. I'm not totally familiar with that because the geography weren't my best subjects in school, but that's what we're going on to the next one. So thanks for watching.